Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays, episode 5 already. I cannot believe that we are already almost circling back around. We are going to be talking about our spiritual health today. My name is Eva if you're new to this channel, and I do videos on diet and fitness and health and wellness. So Mondays and Fridays I do videos on diet and fitness, and on Wednesdays I do a series called Wellness Wednesdays, where we talk about how to achieve balance through our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And I circle back around each week to the next one. So today we are talking about spiritual health. So this one, I just wanted to use this video to just introduce what I even mean by spiritual health and how that kind of plays a part in our journey to full balance and our full whole health. Spirituality, I don't actually necessarily mean religion, although that can play a role. I really want to focus this section a lot on like our, how do I describe it? Our goals, our desires, what drives us, our passions, what makes us feel fulfilled inside, more like our what feeds our soul, like our soul's journey. I think that's equally as important as our physical, mental, and emotional health is the drive behind all of those things and where we want to go and what direction we want to see our life headed towards. So we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things. Journaling, we're going to be talking about bullet journals, setting goals, setting intentions, acknowledgement to our dreams or to our feelings, and how to kind of comprehend all of the other aspects of our life into our journey, our life's journey, and dealing with setbacks and dealing with doubts and dealing with confusion, or like if you're not sure where you want to go or you're not sure where life is taking you, how to overcome that, and like how to keep our passions alive. I think that's so important, following your passions and following what you actually want to do in life, because life cannot be wasted. You only get one life, and you might as well do what you want to do with it. So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. I'm new, starting off, so I would greatly appreciate it. And comment down below any of your own spiritual practices, or if you have any particular routines that you go through in order to keep your soul alive. All right, guys, let's get started. So I just wanted to use this video to give you guys a little bit of background on myself and my own practices and my own journey in terms of where how I feed my soul and how my passions have played a huge role in my life. So I just wanted to start off by saying that I've pretty much spent my life following my passion, which is music. I adore music. I'm a musician, I'm a pianist, and I am now a music therapist, a certified music therapist. And I have basically, from the time I was like 5 years old all the way up until now, I'm 26 years old, followed this passion of mine, which was music, which was almost like an outlet for me. Like, if I was feeling a certain way, I could play it on the piano. And I'm not great with words, which is funny because I make YouTube videos, but I feel much more comfortable playing my feelings rather than speaking my feelings or speaking my mind. And it was almost like this new way of looking at life. And not only that, but it taught me like discipline, and it taught me about goals and accomplishments and really achieving things, and it drove me. And it's not the only thing in my life that drove me. I was very into karate as a form of another form of discipline and exercise and fitness and like mindset. So those two things were my biggest passions, I think, that I did for quite a while. I did karate up until I got my black belt it took 11 years actually. I was 17 And piano I've been playing since I was 5 up until now, so 20 plus years. And I think those two things are really important in my life, and I've really kept them there. I've made them a priority, at least definitely piano, because I decided to continue with it for school. I really wanted my job to be something that I enjoy, and that's another thing. A lot of people work 9 to 5 jobs that they hate, that they dread going into every day, that's not even doing anything for them, where they just sit at a desk. Unless you're the kind of person that enjoys sitting at a desk, enjoys like answering phones, emails, like doing task after task after task. But if you're not the kind of person that enjoys doing that, or wants to, like maybe do something that's a hobby for you as your job, that's like what a lot of people wish. That's like their ideal job, to do something that they love every day, that they can go into work enjoying. So I definitely love my job. I love what I do, and I'm glad that I took the steps to get to where I want to be, so I can now continue my journey through my career doing something that I'm passionate about. So when we talk about passions, like that's my personal passion. And I really want to gear this section of my Wellness Wednesdays on our passions and how important it is to follow our dreams and achieve our goals. I think that there's a lot of doubt amongst people when it comes to doing what they're passionate about, or they decide not to do it because they're too afraid to, or they're afraid of like not succeeding, or maybe it's a passion or a talent or something you enjoy that not a lot of people do, or not a lot of people support you in. So you might feel a little bit isolated and alone. So you decide not to follow it, and you end up in a situation that you're not enjoying for quite a few number of years in your life, working a job that you don't enjoy. And I think more people need to hear that it is okay to follow your dreams. I will keep saying that forever, because again, you only have one life, and you need to do things that feed your soul, and you're not going to be happy. And that's what this channel is about. It's about achieving happiness and feeling whole and feeling fulfilled and feeling balanced. And you're not going to achieve happiness if you're stuck in a situation where you're not following or not fulfilling that part of you that's in your gut that's telling you, wow, I really want to be doing this. So we're definitely going to be talking about that. How to organize your life so you can maybe achieve those goals. And then there's the other side, which is just daily routines that involve making sure that you are balanced and fulfilled, such as journaling, meditating, doing yoga, really feeling centered with the world around you, so you're able to function through it at a much more balanced rate. I know everyone says it. Everyone says that that you should meditate, that you should do yoga, that you should do something outside that's peaceful. But it's true, because after a while, your body starts to create patterns. Everything's about patterns. And if you create this pattern of mindfulness, you are going to be much more ready to handle some of the things that we're talking about in mental and emotional health than, say, if you weren't practicing those things. I know that when I meditate, even if it's just for 5-10 minutes, I notice a huge, and I mean huge, change in just my overall energy and how I interact with others. I consider myself an empath, and I consider myself to be someone who takes on everyone else's energy and easily becomes overwhelmed, which can then affect my mood, or I might be feeling something that someone else is feeling. So it's very hard for me to maintain balance so that I can make it through the day, and meditation is definitely something that helps me immensely. Something that drives me is that I envision how I wish to be with regard to just being someone that so easily feels peace. I think a lot of us want to, be that person who just feels so happy and peaceful all the time and doesn't seem to be bothered by either other people or emotions that might come up. They just notice their emotions and they're able to just acknowledge them and then brush them off and move on with their life. And I think that helps me and it drives me to continue doing these daily routines of mindfulness, because I want to be someone who is peaceful. And I hope that some of the things that we talk about in this channel can help you guys become, those people that just achieve ultimate peace. I think this aspect of ourselves takes a lot of looking inward and self-reflecting. I think definitely it takes a lot of just sitting down, thinking, asking yourself questions, and really deciding, like, where do you want to go? Like, what is driving you? I want you all, actually, this is going to be a little assignment. I think that I want all of you guys to really think about what drives you, what are some of your passions, what sets you back, what are some things that hinder you from achieving your goals or from being where you want to be, what are some of your talents, what are some of your interests, what kind of person do you see yourself as in the future, or where do you want to see yourself, where do you want to go? So give that some thought, give that some serious thought, even write it down if you have to. You have to really think about it too, because sometimes what we think is our passion actually isn't. It might just be because so many other people are like speaking it into our mind, when in reality it's that little thing that's sitting maybe on your shoulder telling you, like, hey, listen to me, no, that is what you really want to do. So think about that. And also, I want you guys to write down all of your strengths. Write down all the things that you love about yourself. Write down all of the things that you think you do very well, and that you're very strong in. And you can write down your weaknesses too if that's something that you want to overcome. But I also want you guys to focus on your strengths. So we're going to be talking about that in a future video. So one aspect about spiritual health that I'm going to touch upon a little bit are some of my own spiritual practices, more specific spiritual practices. I don't want to get too much into religion, but I will make videos about what I do in particular with regard to my own spirituality, and some of those specific practices that I follow, or some different exercises or techniques that I do in order to achieve my own mindfulness. Along with your strengths, and I should have said this earlier, along with your strengths, also write down your fears. Write down what you're afraid of. Write down what scares you, not necessarily with regard to following your dreams, but write down your fears in terms of anything. Just, just keep writing. I want this to be an exercise where you just write. So it's all on paper, so you can really look at the whole picture and get like a real sense of, what is stopping you, or where are you in life right now, or where do you want to be, or what are your likes, your dislikes, your passions, your fears. I think it's a great idea if you just write it all down so you can really analyze it. And then with the future videos that you're going to see on this channel, you can take that piece of paper and kind of follow along as we talk about these different topics. And you might actually notice that some of what is going on in your spiritual health might be relevant to something else, like the mental health, or emotional health, or even physical health, because we talked about mindfulness there too. You might be surprised. So definitely feel free to do that as you follow along with some of these Wellness Wednesdays videos. I think it would really help. I've actually read a lot of books that talk about gratitude, and this kind of ties in with peacefulness and spirituality and mindfulness. And it discusses how important it is in order to achieve full happiness, we need to achieve full gratitude and compassion. And this is, I can see how this would be very difficult with the world that we live in today, but just going through different circumstances in life, I've noticed that holding a space for compassion and gratitude really helps achieve peace. And it's almost like how people say, like, you can't really, what do they say? They say something like you can't move on until you forgive someone, or you won't be happy unless you forgive. I forget what they say, but it talks about forgiving and showing compassion for everyone around you, and that's gonna lead you to be even happier. It doesn't, for example, it doesn't help to hold grudges against people. It only hurts you. So we are going to talk about, how to show compassion to yourself and others, and how to show gratitude throughout your daily life, and how to actually forgive people and, move on, or how to deal with daily, just daily stressors that might really weigh you down. How to just let that go so you feel light again and so you feel at peace again. So that's it for now for our spiritual health section of Wellness Wednesdays. I really encourage you all to do the writing exercise. I think that it would definitely help you get a clearer understanding about where you are, and it could be useful while we're going through these different steps for you to follow along. So next week is physical health. We're back in the beginning. That's exciting. So check back next week for our next topic in physical health, and I look forward to seeing you guys then. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications when you want to see new videos by me, and I will see you guys later. All right, bye.